Hi everybody, Susie here, just another beauty guru, getting ready for the fun of it, and I thought I'd videotape it, and I can't decide what I want to wear. So if you want to see what I've decided on wearing, then hang out and let's have some fun. Hold please while I get this show on the road. All right, so I have the new plastic palette from Blend Bunny, which y'all have seen me use, and I love it. But Garfield from Glamlite has been calling my name. You know what's really calling my name? Is that new Call of the Siren palette from Gourmand Girls. And I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to buy that palette. Y'all, that thing is gorgeous. Oh, I love my Gourmand Girls. Hold on. Let me look. Make sure Garfield's what's calling my name. All right, I've been looking at my palettes, and we're going to go with the Garfield palette because I want that beautiful fall smoky romantic look that you get with these colors, and they hang in there and they hold beautifully. And I did it the other day and I just fell in love with it all over again. So, you know, just the classic look. That's what I'm going to do. Cleaning out my little makeup bag. Don't you like that Harry Potter makeup bag? Not today. Don't let the muggles get you down, y'all. Come on now. We all love Harry Potter. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is prime with my beautiful little Milani eye primer. Now, this is not meant to be an overnight success type thing. You're not supposed to wear this overnight. You put this on in the morning or early afternoon, and it lasts all day, all evening, but you can't sleep in it. Now, whenever I sleep in my makeup, which I shouldn't do, but sometimes I'm a bad mama jamma, I have it all down here. It's just like falling asleep with big breasts with a tank top on. It's going to hang out. That titty's going to hang out. Now, well, you know, your makeup's going to go everywhere. And then you have to clean your sheets and stuff. And it's a big production just because you decided you were too lazy to take your makeup off. Well, we don't do that very often because that is no fun. I like to clean my sheets once a week. Every week, but just once. Got me some cat hair hanging here. I was loving on a kitty, and I got some cat hair all over my face, apparently. Okay, well, let's go in with a nice transition, shall we? I'm going to go in with this beautiful color, Weekends, this yellow color. And then in my outer corner, I'm going to go in with Lasagna. Don't get any on ya. All right, let's get this beautiful color story going. I just love Glamlite products. If I had to choose between Glamlite and ColourPop, because I feel like they're at the same level, Glamlite all the way rocks. So if I'm going for a lower end makeup, it's going to be Glamlite because Glamlite produces such a better quality consistently. Now, granted, I know they do so much collaborations, collabs, and I think that's where her bread and butter is. But she is an amazing person, and she came from having so little to making it so big. And I love her practices, and I just think the owner, Giselle, is truly an astounding human being. And so, you know, I'm going to support that. ColourPop is more mainstream, more in there, more in the stores, where Glamlite isn't really in the stores yet. And that's okay, because she's on TikTok like nobody's business. And mind you, I'm not on TikTok, but all my gurus that I follow talk about Glamlite in so much way that they influenced me to buy it. And so I'm really grateful that they did, because I really appreciate the price point and the color stories. And yeah, I mean, it's goofy, it's Garfield, but you know, she did it justice. Look at that. Look at that cover art. That is Garfield all the way. And then in the back, check that out. I grew up with Sunday morning newspapers and the funny pages, and that was life, you know, before Garfield became on TV or on the movies or anything like that. Garfield was a comic strip, and she did it justice. And I really like Garfield because Garfield liked lasagna. I love lasagna. Who doesn't love lasagna? Come on now. So I'm really jealous of those people, though. A point of interest here that don't like lasagna, because I honestly believe I am diabetic simply for my love of lasagna. Pasta. Oh my gosh. It's too much. It's too much. And a diabetic should not be eating pasta. Turn straight to glucose in my bloodstream. And yet, I cannot turn down a plate of lasagna. And whew, my mama used to make the greatest lasagna. Now I'm going to have people in the comment section going, wait a minute, not yo mama, my mama. Whose mama? Yo mama, my mama. No, yo mama. Yo mama. My mama made the best lasagna. I just got done watching Ghostbusters, the original, 1984. I can't believe how old that movie is. But it is so funny because it's true. The way the storyline goes, they would have gotten in trouble. And then the city would have said, you made it all up, you know. And that's exactly how, that's the truth. You know, that's why the movie is so funny. And there was a part in it where he got mad and he goes, your mother. And he started to fight the guy. And I'm like, yes, that was the most illest thing to say to somebody. Yo mother, yo mama. The biggest insult. Remember the days when that was the worst insult you could come up with? Yo mama. Ooh, that's still a tough one today, though. Pretty tough. But he said your mother. That cracked me up. I was dying. My husband sat there and listened with me, and I described things to him, and he remembered. Because that's one that he saw when he still had his vision and whatnot. So coming up next week, we go see the eye doctor. I don't know what to pray for anymore. I don't want him to not have vision forever. I don't like this idea of him not being able to see anything. I really don't. It's not fair. You know, and he's my hero. The way he's handling this is amazing. You know, and I push him. And, you know, he asked me the other day because I was pushing him. And he said, well, how would you be reacting right now if it was you that just lost your vision? I said, I'd be in the fetal position right now crying like a little bitch because I'd be scared to death. Terrified. That's the honest to goodness truth. So where he's at, he's doing pretty good. He's absolutely right. And I don't want him to get stuck there. I want him to do better because he can be. I don't want him to bottle it all up. I don't want him to feel like an emotional ball of anger inside. So that being said, I'm going to push him to move forward. Because nobody deserves to be unhappy. You know, and if it were me, he'd be doing the same thing. He'd be pushing me. I know he would. Because it's like that. It is so beautiful here in Kansas today. Has anybody checked the weather? Oh my God. Go out there. Enjoy the sunshine because I'm going to be out there. I'm going to put up my little umbrella in the patio table. I'm going to bring out my new patio chairs and we're going to chill. As soon as I'm done putting the glam on, okay? Because we need to get our butts outside and out of these telephones. Yeah, I want you to watch my videos. Yeah, I want you in your phone. I want you to watch my YouTube videos. But do it outside, where it's beautiful, have a good time. Don't just sit on your phones, man. And I know for a fact how late to the game I am of these YouTube videos, because I know they blew up back in 2020 during the pandemic. They did, because that's when I really started watching them. And that's when I realized I did not need cosmetology license to do makeup. Licensing helps women who are doing makeup. Don't get me wrong. But it's not the end-all be-all. You can still get started without a license. And I didn't think I could touch anybody's face without a license. And that's just not true. There are protocols to be put in place. I'm supposed to have a kit with specific makeup for different clients, and then use tools, and don't just use your fingers, and keep it clean and all that. I know how to do all that. I do. But today, at 52 years old, living in Burlington, Kansas, 40 miles from where Jesus lost his slipper in the woods. I mean, come on now. There's no money to be made here as far as doing that, but doesn't mean I can't play with makeup, put it on the TV or the YouTube here, and talk to y'all and live my dream, live my fantasy, live my love language of makeup, because this is all I've ever wanted to do. I wasn't planning on being a cook. Boy, howdy. I'm a good cook. Don't get me wrong. I get a lot of compliments on my cooking. A lot. You know what makes me happy? Seeing the smile on other people's faces when they come up and they ask, "Oh, I'm so glad it's you here. How you doing? How you doing?" I love that. I love the interaction with other people. And I'm not a people person. But I love when they get a smile on their face because they know it's me and they know their food's going to be on point. I'll make sure that it's on point. And it doesn't matter who it is. I don't have to know the person personally, but I know personally this is what they like. And I'm going to make it the way they like it, because I would want it that way if it were me. Do unto others type of deal. And I wouldn't give them something that I wouldn't eat. That's not my way. It never has been. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that a lot. And I enjoy my coworkers a lot. They're really great people. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because it gives me a lot. I'm going in with Teddy Bear here. My glitter. I just put on my glitter glue while I was gib-gabbing. I forgot to tell you what I was doing. But I went in with my NYX glitter glue. And it doesn't only just hold the glitter into place. It sticks it there so it doesn't fall out. Holds it in place. And then, because my eyes are hooded, it won't crease into that creased area of my hood. It will stay in place all day long. So if you're worried about makeup creasing on your eyes, primer and glitter glue. These are your keys. It works. Especially if you got oily eyelids. I got oily eyelids. It likes to move around. It just does. So we have tools for that today that we didn't have when I was 16 years old. That's when I first started doing makeup. And I went to beauty college when I was 16. Got my high school diploma. Got the hell out of Dodge. My best friend just got shot 4 times in the back. Well, he wasn't my best friend, but he was one of the closest guys I had in school. Him and my sister shared a birthday. They both turned 17 that year, and they were both seniors. And on the birthday, I made this big cake, and Candida was like, all right, you're going to go into the senior square with me. And freshmen were not allowed in the senior square. Nobody was allowed but seniors in the senior square. But because I had the cake and we were going to blast him with it, I got to go in there. And then I shoved it right as we sang happy birthday to him and Candida. Then I shoved it right in his face. It was beautiful. And he's like, good cake, Susie, good cake. He did not care. He had so much fun. Everybody loved it. He was a really, really genuinely easygoing guy. And this is a kid that was a gangbanger. But he quit all that when he started dating Caprice, the queen of the captain of the cheerleading squad. Then he joined the football team, and he was really good at it. And he joined the wrestling team, and he was really good at it. And so he started to apply himself. And I remember they weren't going to let him take his senior picture and put it in the yearbook that year because he wasn't supposed to graduate, because he was such a slack off, because he was a gangbanger. And they posthumously put it in there when he got killed. Him and his friend were walking. They were going to go off campus at lunch and rent a limo for the prom. That's what they were going to go do. And they were right across the street from my sister's elementary school, which was right down the street from the high school. And the car came around the corner. Someone yelled, "Get down." Chaka got to be able to turn around, but took 4 shots to the back. And he didn't make it. And I was already out of school at that time. I'd gotten my California high school proficiency exams, and I got out of school early. I was a bad student. I was not about school, and I just needed to get out of there. So I was going to beauty college at the time when Chaka got shot. Chaka getting killed was a big impact on everybody's lives that year. He was such a presence at school. He became such a big part of the school, of the spirit of the school, because he quit doing the gangbanging, you know, because he became a part of. And that's what got him killed. He got shot and killed. They never caught the guy. A 14-year-old kid turned himself in as the driver of the car. That was it. That's all they ever got. And it was said that he was in a wrestling match against Artesia High School, which is one of our rival schools, and that he had beat a kid that was in the Artesia Chivas, who was also a gangbanger, and they were seeking retribution. This was all back in 89, 90. And that's the way we grew up. It was not easy growing up in California, getting raped on your way to school, having drive-bys by your house, having one of your best friends shot and killed. These were all the normal things that happened that we just simply survived. And mind you, we did all this without a fucking cell phone. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did you find out? How did you know? What happened? People had ways of getting information out. Honestly, without a cell phone, they sure did. Back then, we watched things like the TV news. friend of mine was going to school still and going to the beauty college I was in full time, and she said that he had gotten killed, and I said, no, he didn't. I said, you're lying. So I called the school and talked to Mr. Valles, which was my counselor that got me out of school. And I asked him if it was true, and he said, yeah, Chaka's dead. So I told my sister, who was just a puddle of goo over this. I mean, we were friends, you know, it was a friend, you know, it's not, when you're young, you don't think anything like that's going to happen. You're just so young, you think you're going to bounce back from everything, and you just don't. None of us is invincible. So today I'm going to go in with my Revlon colors today. Thanks for joining me in my TED Talk. Yeah, I just put on my Power Grip Matte Primer that I restocked from, actually I restocked that from my Ulta haul. Yes, I had a bigger haul from Ulta than I did. Oh, you know what? I forgot to dampen my sponge. Let's hold while I do that, shall we? What I really need to do is get some help organizing. I have all these brushes, some of which I don't use, a lot of which I do use. And I need an organizational way to put them to where the ones up front are the ones I use, the ones in the back I don't use as much. Because, you know, you don't know if you're going to use a brush till you try it. And I got to organize all my little pencils, my stay and play, my used ones. I got to organize, and I'm not a good organizer. Look at how quickly I get off track topic. Okay, back to this. So how is everybody? What are you doing? What are you doing this spring? Are you doing anything fun, groovy? Yeah? I'm going to do some spring planting. I got to do some unplanting. I have a lemon balm that I should have never planted. A friend of mine let me take a couple, just a couple, literally 2 sprigs. We put it in a paper towel, and I brought it home. I kept it moist. Now, I am not a green thumb person. I am not. Tell me how this mother flipper of a plant is taking over my entire front garden piece. Oh my God. You know, so I gotta dig it out, but I can't get on my hands and knees. My knees don't work like that anymore. So it's really difficult because I only want to dig out the lemon balm, but it's in the middle of between a little spruce tree, a little one of those evergreen trees, and a red dwarf bush, a burning bush, one of those that turn deep red. And this little sucker needs to go. I don't like how big it's gotten and that it sucks the life out of everything else. And I just thought, oh, it'd be a cute little addition right there. And she said, Susie, be careful. They like to take over. And I'm like, oh, I doubt it's just one little sprig. Shows what I know. So, if you know any good handy-duty tools that would work for that, let me know. I'd rather just get makeup tools, but my house needs taken care of as well. And I want to get that damn thing out of there. All right, let's do this, shall we? dogs are barking. They're having such a good time outside. Sheldon just wants to go and play and play. And we have this little table, and it's got this big piece of, it's little because it's short. It's on a tractor tire, and it's painted. It's got this big piece of wood over the top of it, and it's just like a little end table out there. And Sheldon likes to stand on top of it, so he's tall because he's my little miniature Dachshund. So he stands on top of it like this. Oh yeah, Mama, I got this. I'll protect you. But then he'll run and hide whenever there's a big dog. He thinks he's just Mr. Man on that table. I tell you what, cracks me up. All right, we're looking good, looking good. Yes, I'm still using this. I can't help it. It looks so good on. And I got a Anua toner. Anua 70 rice water toner. That's what I'm using. Because I'm using up all the Laneige. And I really like the way that toner feels on my skin. But I don't like the price of the Laneige. I think it's like $40 for a 5-ounce bottle. And $40 isn't a lot of money. It is to me. For 5 ounces of product, So I found this on Amazon. It's Korean skincare, which is very big right now. Y'all know it is, so don't tell me it's not. And it 8.5 ounces for $17. Yeah, I thought that was a much better bargain. So I thought I'd try it. Because $17 is still a lot of money. But I get a full, more than a cup of product. And that Laneige, I still have it. It's not that I don't, but I didn't want to run out and not have any to use. And Nikki LaRose talks about putting the toner under your eyes right here where I'm working. Especially as we're older, it dries out and gets more crepey. So when you put the toner on before you put your makeup on, it puts that moisture right back there. And it's not that thick type of moisturizer that'll make the makeup move around, you know. It's just a milky moisturizer. And it will help with the crepiness. Which, let's face it, I'm 52 years old. I'm going to have crepiness, people. I don't have money for surgery on my face. So I'm not going to get that done. I'm not going to get Botox done. I don't have that kind of money. I'm sitting here looking for bargain basement prices on toner, for Christ's sakes. And toner is much more affordable than those eye creams, which I've got that Philosophy. I got it on sale. It went from $75 to $52, plus an additional 20% off that with my coupon. That's a lot of money for a 1/2 ounce of product. So yeah, I'm going to go with the toner. But I do see a difference. Don't get me wrong. I do see a difference. It's just a lot of freaking money, you know, to want to look nice. Because I don't feel like a 52-year-old person. I still feel like that 20-year-old kid, you know. Still feel like that kid that was there at Chaka's funeral, at my friend's funeral. I still feel like the same person. I don't feel like I'm a 52-year-old grandma. I am a 52-year-old grandma. And I can see it in the screen. I can see the bags. I can see all that. But I also can see how much better it looks with that NARS concealer. Ooh, I like it, you know. I do. So I'm going to go out with a bang, people. I'm going to go out with a bang. I'm not going to go down without a fight. Okay. I'm going to fight my age, but I'm going to accept it with a little help from my friend here. Come on, let's face it. I lost my brows back in the 90s. So let's hold on while I do my brows. Okay, I'm almost finished with my brows. I'm back and I got some brows on. Check it out. And they're almost the same shape. They're not going to be because they're literally two different shapes. What's left with the hair of my eyebrows makes them two completely different shapes. And I can't get them to go to be even sisters at this point. They're like distant cousins, but it is what it is. They're even distant because they're super wide apart. And I know that was a bad thing that happened, but you know, I was on drugs and tweaking out and tweezing them, and it was a bad thing. I thought they looked good, and I was just like a fucked up tweaker. Oh my God, I was so fucked up. So self-inflicted wounds, they are the worst. I must tell you, they are the worst, but they're little things. You know, I'm grateful to be alive today. Truly am. Truly grateful. And I love this. I love how close they look. So you can roast me in the comments section about how bad my brows look, but trust and believe, they could be worse. They could be so much worse. All right, let's powder. Because look, I got like no creasing going on here. It is just a miracle. And I'm going to buy some more of that stuff when I get, well, you know what I really want to buy is the foundation. I really want to check it out. You know, I love this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I can't imagine how good the NARS Light Reflecting Longwear Foundation is. I want the longwear because it's supposed to be all day. But if it's any bit as good as this concealer, Lord have mercy, did my game get stepped up. Because my makeup game is going through the roof right now. Through the roof. I get an extra paycheck this month because we have an extra pay period. And I'm so excited because I'm going to get the new Gourmand Girls Call of the Siren. I'm going to pay this one outstanding bill first and see where I'm at. And I'm going to debate. I don't know if I'm just going to get the palette or the bundle with the highlighters and blushes. I really want the highlighters and blushes too. Gourmand Girls is amazing. Amazing. If you haven't, give it a try. Don't be afraid. It's just makeup. It washes off. I mean, you can sit here and just play with your makeup and then wash it right off. It's not a big deal. There are so many gorgeous palettes out there to play with on your eyes. Don't be afraid. It's good pampering time. It's good reflective time. It's good time to remember who you are, who you want to be. I want to be me today. And that wasn't always the case. I always wanted to be you. I wanted to be someone else. I wanted to be thinner. I wanted to be smarter. And I'm a really smart person. I just never gave my brain the chance to use it, you know. I wanted to be someone else. I always thought I didn't deserve to be who I was. I didn't deserve good things. I just was a failure as a human being. Get my lips real good and we'll do my lips next. But I always thought that I didn't deserve good things. You know, I always thought my life was going to be a shit show of a life. Because that's how it started out. But you can get past those things. You can really grow up and get past the insanity that your life is. You know, if you're raised in an insane household, you can get past that. You don't have to continue living like that. You can live better. That's the whole point of life. It's a journey, learning how to live better. All right. Are we going to go with the bold lip or are we going to go with the nude lip? What are we going to do? I'm holding this e.l.f. eye lip liner in dark cocoa. I really like this lip liner. But I also have the rosewood one. Let's go with the dark color. Yeah, let's do it. I love this color from CoverGirl Soloist, number 690. This is a dark brownish red brick color, and it looks fantastic on my skin tone. And I can wear it all day long. It doesn't transfer. It's beautiful. It is a matte. It's the Exhibitionist Ultra Matte. Now, I also got it in Hustler 610, which is this beautiful brown nude tone. And this is so drying. It's dry. It's a dry color. Like it's hard to get it on my lips. It's so dry. And I don't understand. They're supposed to be the same thing, Exhibitionist matte. And they're not. They're just not. So I don't know, CoverGirl, get your shit together. Come on now. Because I need me a good matte nude lipstick. And that one's not. Okay, so I did the thing that Nikki LaRose said, and I put the powder, especially in the corners, because it likes to bleed out, but this matte won't bleed out, especially since I did the powder trick. You put it all around your lips, just the powder, not foundation, although I did get foundation on my lips. And then you go in with this, and it will hold it in place, and it will not feather. So let's do this. Okay, I got my liner on. Oh, look how uneven that is. Okay, we're just going to leave it. Just ignore the fact that my lips are uneven. I'm not a real makeup artist, y'all. I'm just an enthusiast. Okay, here we go. Soloist. This beautiful red color. This is so smooth and silky. And it does have a dry down. It does set up. Now I have been using Yes, I'm having a stroke. No, I have been using the Laneige sleeping mask that I got for my birthday gift from Ulta. Can't remember who I got the birthday gift from, Ulta or Sephora. I only got a few things from Sephora, and then when I went to go put the birthday gift in my cart, it wanted me to pay for it, and I thought you got a free birthday gift. I didn't get a free birthday gift from Sephora, sadly. But I got a free birthday gift from Ulta, which included the Laneige sleeping mask, the Laneige hydrating face moisturizer, neck and face, and the Laneige toner. The Laneige toner is what I really fell in love with. That hydrating face thing works really good. So does the one from Philosophy. When those run out, I'm going to go back to my Equate one because that's much cheaper and I've got to use it up. But I wanted a toner. The toner really impressed me. And I think the toner is what's going to make the difference. So I'm going to keep using that Anua 70 toner that I just got. And it's a big bottle. It's an 8-ounce bottle. So that's good. You know me. I like my big bottles. Here, speaking of big bottles, let's do some of this. Oh, God, yes. I love my Milani Make It Last. It's a good little spray. Just marinates everything into your skin. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're still with me, thanks. I appreciate it. Wow. Welcome. Leave me a little emoji. Leave me an emoji of a fan if you're still with me this long into the video. Okay? I really appreciate those of you that are staying and watching and being a part of my YouTube journey. I really do. I'm going to keep doing this. I don't care. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Let's do some bronzer, shall we? Bronze up the face. I feel like I'm doing my bronzer wrong, though, y'all, because it's supposed to be like this, but then so is your blush. So, but let's see. Which bronzer do I want to use today? Oh, here we go. Let's use the Colored Rain. Rest in peace, Colored Rain. Sorry you can't get this bronzer anymore. It's got to go in your hairline to look natural. It looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, I'm having a good bronzer day, you guys. Look at that. It's not too dark. I usually go in too dark. This is more of a contour. It's more of a warm tone shade, isn't it? That's okay. I like it. I'm a more warm tone girly. I really am. I hear some loudness outside, like metal hitting metal. Not like a car accident, like somebody dropping a metal something on a metal trailer. I don't know what it is. There's people that work on vehicles and build things around here. So, good bronzer day. All right, we're going to go in. Solar Flare. I love this packaging. Don't you just love it? Isn't it beautiful? Look at that raised beveled edging. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to mix all three of these colors for my blush. Just going to go swoop in. All right, here goes nothing. Look at that. Wow, that is so pigmented. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, Blend Bunny knocks it out of the park with this one. Look at that. That is so pretty. I love it. It is so pretty. Now, I stopped using the hard candy because there was something wrong when I would do my face. I felt like something was off, and I think it was the hard candy. So I stopped using it, and I think I just prefer a powder blush, honestly, over a liquid. I think that's just too many steps. And I mean, you can do a liquid blush and then powder and then put a powder blush on, and they say it lasts longer, but honestly, this lasts all day without the liquid blush. All day. And I'm talking 4:30 in the morning to 3, 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon, because I do it almost on the daily. Some days I come home, I shower, and I redo my makeup, and I make a video. But mostly my makeup will sit on my face all day. Now I'm going in with some highlighter. Yes, I want little baby Jesus to see me from the sky. Highlight me, baby. Highlight me. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. Yes, I look cute. I look very cute. Don't I look cute? I think I look very nice. All right, let's get the under eye done. Garfield, talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. If you don't know that movie reference, we can't be friends. All right. Y'all know. Gotta get my under eyes. It's a non-negotiable, along with my eyebrows. I'll go without blush, bronzer, highlighter, lipstick, but this is a non-negotiable. I love the way it looks when my eyes are finished. And yeah, granted, this is something from like 2015, but I'm stuck on it. Actually, this has been from the 80s because I've been doing this since the 80s, people. You know what I said I was going to get with my bonus money last month that I didn't get was the Stay and Play Gel eyeliner in the color But First Espresso and the nude color. And I think I'm going to do that with my extra check. We'll see. We'll see. But that way I have something under my eyes, and it may not be this dark, but it will be flattering. What do you think, y'all? Don't I look cute? I think I look cute. I think I look really good, y'all. My hair is another story, but I think that my makeup is really looking good. My skin is skinning. Oh, yeah. Loving it. Loving it. How y'all doing? All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Do let me know what you think of this makeup look. I love it. I just love these beautiful tones and colors. I think it looks good together. Let me know what you want to see in the future, and I'll try to get it. But I am, on my next paycheck, I'm going to order the new Gourmand Girls. I just don't know if I'm going to order it with the blush and highlighter palette or not, because I really need another highlighter in my life. I really do. I only have the one, so hence I need a new highlighter. But I don't want to spend $15 on just one highlighter. And granted, it is $44, but you get 3 blushes and 3 highlighters. Now, if you buy the bundle, I think it's only $88, and then you get a 10% off code like Alley or Garbage or Glitter Fallout, and that's another 10% off of that. So, you know, it really, the deals stack. So, yeah, I think I might do that. And then I'll make a few new eye looks with the new Gourmand Girls. But thank you again for joining me, y'all. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.